online at kernradio.com. Now, here is your host, JR.
Top of the day to you. This is the JR Show. I am your host, JR Flores. You're listening to Kern Radio. Check us out online at kernradio.com. Download that Kern Radio app to your smart device and take us while you're gone on all the holiday vacations. Still 1 week left of the holidays, I suppose. You can also find us streaming live on YouTube. Head over to YouTube and look up Kern Radio. Subscribe and hit that notification bell. Come along on the ride with us every single day. Make sure you hit the notification bell because sometimes we just pop in and do live stuff and you don't want to miss that. You can also find us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and X. Look up Kern Radio. I am also out there, JR Flores, or why not JR. Welcome in to all of you who are here in town and listening and following us on a day after Christmas. There's one, I went and visited the one person in Cells, Lisa. That was it. Just one person. And then
out over there?
No.
Oh wow.
No, nobody. Although, look, I'm not gonna. Lisa gave the rest of them credit, and I said, "Did anybody show up today?" She said, "Yeah, they did. They were here earlier, but they haven't been back since." And then I was going to go and visit the one person in corporate. And to his credit, it's the owner's son, or that he just left his truck here. I was going to go and visit him, but then I remembered that he never texted me back when I said Merry Christmas the day before Christmas because I wanted to talk to him about fantasy because I'm playing him in the championship game and I was going to split it with him. But now it's screw that. You don't text me back. I'm taking all the money and I'm taking the championship. And it's almost more about just winning now, not the money. I just want to beat you now, which I'm almost kind of close to doing. We'll just hold on, and we'll get through the weekend. I got to figure out my quarterbacks and my tight end. I switched them around, and then now my lineman is out. We'll get into sports later in the program. Plenty to talk about with our man Chris Burdick from the Early Bird Special. You can hear that show from 7 to 9 a.m. We'll talk a little bit of sports because it affects my team. The Raiders are shutting down Max Crosby. He's all pissed off and leaving the facility, and he's on my fantasy team. So we'll talk about that. Also in sports, yesterday, did anybody watch the NFL? Has sports moved completely to streaming? Am I just left out in the dark if I don't subscribe to and pay for certain streaming services? Talk about that. And there was something else in sports that I can't remember now, but we'll talk about that later. What else? California high-speed rail back in the news as this is the week. If you want to save face and just kind of put out a news or a press release, the week between Christmas and New Year's is when nobody is paying attention. And so if, say, California gives up their lawsuit against President Trump for $4 billion of high-speed rail money, nobody's going to pay attention. We'll talk about how California has basically said, all right, we're not going to fight you over $4 billion. It's kind of comical, the reasons they give. Speaking of California, we'll talk about some new laws going into effect. Are you about to get a pay raise? Minimum wage about to go up. Landlords are now going to have to supply 2 different appliances. We'll tell you which one. Have you been to the store lately? Plastic bags, no more. Talk about that. What you can and can't do to your pet cat. I'm not a cat person. I hate them, but there's a new law that says what you can and can't do. Face masks. Anybody still? Face masks? 2026. New law going into effect concerning those labels. Does anybody read the sell by date? Talk about that. And AI, which my mom thought was Al. Sorry, Mom.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, she was like, there's this owl guy all over. Me and my sister looked up like, owl? And my niece was sitting there. She's now 18. Owl. Yeah, this owl. It's capital A-L. Mom, that's AI. So now we call AI Owl in our family. That's his name. But there's a new law concerning that, just in case. Well, I'll explain. And I think that's it for California. Locally, we'll discuss news that just had come out before Christmas with a complaint filed against Kern County and Child Protective Services by the biological mother of Genesis Mata. I hate talking about it, but we will. And then news over Christmas of a potential murder-suicide that's being reported. We'll try to get the latest details on that as well. But I'm in the giving spirit. I've got a ton of Condors tickets. Matter of fact, I just passed by Adam. Adam is the kid that you meet in the window when you come and pick up prizes. So make sure you're nice and say hi to Adam. I just walked by and I was like, shutting it down, huh? He said, at 3. He said, but the first 20 people that come can get some Condors tickets. I said, we have a lot of Condors tickets. Well, I'm just in the giving mood. So here's the rules. If you would like to go to the Condors game on Saturday night, this Saturday night at the Dignity Health Arena, then I need you to call 661-842-5376. 661-842-KERN. Chris will get your information. We'll put you in the system. You have to come down here by 3 o'clock to pick them up. But you also have to tell me and share with us all what was your favorite and least favorite Christmas gift. If you have the bravery to come on the air, you don't have to say your name on the radio. Just if you don't want anybody to get mad that you said you got a crappy Christmas gift, but just come on and say this was the worst and this was the best gift I got. You don't have to tell us why. You don't have to explain who gave it to you. You don't even have to tell me who you are. You can tell Chris all of that and take the Condors tickets. I just want to know your favorite and least favorite Christmas gift. 661-842-5376, 661-842-KERN, and you can have some Condors tickets. We already have somebody on the line, sir.
Yeah.
Who do you got?
CD.
CD? CD, you're on the JR show. What's good?
Sadie, I'm sorry.
Sadie?
CG.
CG. Oh, hi, CG. Just turn your radio down for me, lovely CG. You want some Condors tickets? What was your favorite gift and what was your least favorite gift?
Oh God, I'm a mom, so I didn't really get a lot of gifts.
Yeah, I get it.
The watching my kids open presents is always fun.
That's always a good gift. My daughter cried opening a couple of gifts yesterday, which is always a good sign.
It's the best.
It is the best. It is the best. Well, what did you ask for, CG? What did you want?
I didn't ask for anything.
Oh, that's too bad. You got to ask Santa for something.
I know, that's why I lose every year.
Yeah. Well, are you on the naughty list too, though? I mean, I have a feeling.
I might be.
Get off my radio station, girl, before you get me in trouble. Tell Chris all your information and have fun at the Condors game.
All right. I'll see you guys later.
All right, woman. 661-842-5376, 661-842-KERN. If you want some Condors tickets, just tell me what your favorite and least favorite Christmas gifts were from yesterday. You got somebody else on the line?
We do. Terry's online now.
Terry, you're on the JR show. A merry day after Christmas. How's it? Or Boxing Day in Canada, I guess?
Not sure.
Terry?
Yes, sir.
How's it going? What you want some Condors tickets?
Yeah, that would be nice. Thank you.
All right. What was your favorite gift yesterday, and what was your least favorite?
My favorite gift was having all my kids around and my whole family around.
I love hearing that.
Yeah, my least favorite was somebody set my dog something under the table and he threw up on the floor.
Somebody was feeding the dog and he threw. Is that what you just said?
They snuck him in, and somebody dropped something on the floor, and he got sick. And yeah, that was my least favorite gift.
Is the dog okay now?
Oh yeah, he's perfect. Thank you.
As long as the dog is okay, Terry, that's all that matters. Hang tight, talk to Chris. He'll get some information from you, and we'll get you those Condors tickets. The game's tomorrow, so you got to come down and pick them up today, okay, Terry?
Well, I can't get them today. Can I get them tomorrow?
We're closed tomorrow.
Oh, shoot. Okay, how late do you open till?
For you, Terry, I'll stay till 6. How about that?
You got it.
There you go, Terry. Just pull up, ring the doorbell, and we'll get them to you.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
All right, Terry. Thanks for listening, sir. Thank you so much. 661-842-5376. 661-842. Chris is going. He's like, I got calls. I got to take a break.
I'm just asking, do you want to take a break first?
Yeah, we'll take a break. Is there more people lining up for Condors
At
tickets?
the moment, no, but
Okay.
I'm sure there's going to be plenty more that want
All right. Well, if you guys want Condors tickets, give me a call. Tell me your favorite and least favorite Christmas presents from yesterday. I love it. I love the two answers we got. Mine were similar. Of course, I always love the Lacoste shirts that I get. People know me. But outside of that, yes, watching my kids and my family opening gifts. And not just that, yesterday we spent time at my sister's house. My uncle came by. My cousin came by, her kids came by, her kids' kids came by. And we all just had a good time. The little ones were running up and down the hall playing. Us cousins in the middle group were sitting around. We started playing Uno and having fun playing games together. It was a great, great time. That is what Christmas is about. Get to a break. On the other side, we'll talk a little bit about news. Here locally, before Christmas, a complaint was filed against the county and CPS. Tell you how two things can be true at the same time. Then we'll talk California news. They've dropped a lawsuit against the Trump administration in a fight over high-speed rail dollars. Plus new California laws going into effect. And we'll talk sports with our man Chris Burdick from the Early Bird Special as they all move to streaming services. Tell you what that means for the common folk like ourselves. Plus more Condors tickets. It's JR Show. Hang tight. It's Kern Radio. We'll be right back. The Broncos game.
News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. Start your day right. First Look with Scott Cox, 6 to 9 a.m.
All right, we're taking a few days off for Christmas time and the ensuing hangovers. Everybody have a great weekend. Stay safe. Try to stay dry out of the rain. And join us back here on Monday for a brand new broadcast. Same time, same channel, 6 to 9 a.m. right here at Newstalk 96.1 and streaming live on the internet at kernradio.com.
First Look with Scott Cox, 6 to 9 a.m. News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
King Door Company continues to set the standard in the garage door industry, and I'm here to tell you a few of the reasons why. First off, King Door carries Clopay garage panels and LiftMaster openers, so you're guaranteed quality and reliability well beyond the reach of most garage door companies, and it just gets better from there. King Door has a fleet of fully stocked service trucks with all the parts and tools to handle any job quickly and efficiently, and those trucks are manned by the most knowledgeable technicians anywhere. They have all the technical expertise imaginable and the most up-to-the-minute training available. In fact, King Door is so committed to training that they have the King Door Academy, a full-size, state-of-the-art classroom right on the premises with all the latest teaching aids, including working garage doors to simulate any installation, repair, or technique. Your garage door is a very important part of the safety, security, and look of your home, so don't trust it to anyone but King Door Company. Call them today at 397-2744, stop by the showroom at 7450 District Boulevard, or check them out online at kingdoor.com. King Door Company, your company with the pride of a lion.
Come see what's growing at Bowles Nursery. 3255 Allen Road. Bowles Nursery is a full-service nursery and landscaping company, including irrigation installation and repair. If you're currently not getting the water coverage you need to maintain a beautiful yard, come see Bowles Nursery and talk to them about it. While you're there, check out the huge selection of pottery, bulk materials, shade trees, fruit trees, and more. Did you know that right now is the very best time to plant? Come out to Bowles Nursery and take advantage of the everyday savings throughout the nursery. 3255 Allen Road on the corner of Allen and Meacham. Bowles Nursery also carries exquisite water features and one of the largest selections of succulents around. Come see why Bowles Nursery is one of Bakersfield's largest and most fully stocked nurseries in town. 3255 Allen Road, just off the corner of Meacham. For more information, look them up on Facebook or check them out on the web at bowlesnursery.com.
Not again. This copier.
What's up, y'all? D-boy. You watched the Broncos game. We're gonna talk about that later in the broadcast, D-boy. Because, and I'll talk about it again on the air, I woke up yesterday and didn't realize that the games were on Netflix. Like no clue, no idea. I thought I was gonna wake up and turn to CBS or the Fox. It's Cowboys, so I figured it's the Fox. Why am I watching? I can't remember what the name of the program is. Chelsea or something. I don't know. When I turned it to CBS, Price is Right. Where's the football game? I looked it up. Oh, it's on Netflix. And so is the afternoon game. And the night game is on Amazon. What? Yeah.
And now, back to the JR Show.
Welcome back. It's the JR Show. It's Kern Radio. Check us out online, kernradio.com. Download the Kern Radio app and take us wherever you go. Follow us on YouTube. Go over and search up Kern Radio and subscribe. Hit the notification bell and come along with us every single day. We are live at 2:05. Coming up next is the Ralph Bailey Show. Filling in for Mr. Bailey is the one and the only Rick Bentley. He is the entertainment reporter for KGET and knows about all things movies. And he'll probably be able to talk to you. I was telling him briefly about how upset I was yesterday to wake up and find out that the NFL wasn't on TV. What do you mean I can't watch the game? So I'll talk a little bit about that later in the show, but keep watching today or listening today as Rick Bentley fills in for the vacationing Ralph Bailey. I don't want to talk about this case, but we have to because it went down before Christmas, like the day before. And I meant to talk about it when I came in on Christmas Eve, but I didn't really want to bring it up then either. But the biological mother of Genesis Mata, and if you don't know the story about Genesis Mata, she was the one that was being abused by her father and stepmother, Ray Mata Jr. and Gracilia Bustamante. They were both arrested and charged with torture and murder after she was discovered beaten and left for dead in a bathtub at the La Quinta Inn on Buck Owens. The claim says that CPS, and it's well known because we've talked about it here plenty of times, that they had an open investigation on Ray Mata Jr., but apparently lost track of his whereabouts. There were 20 child abuse reports prior to the death of Genesis Mata, according to the claims, specifically about Genesis's brother, who school authorities reported as battered and bruised. Now, while the family, I believe, is correct and placing some of the blame on CPS, I don't think they have a right to a claim or a lawsuit. They also failed Genesis if they knew or had a feeling of what was going on and didn't step in and try to take that child away from Mr. Mata. But not only that, her biological mother, Miss Destiny Dela Cruz, has multiple criminal convictions herself for child abuse. Not only that, she's admitted to having years of methamphetamine use. Back in 2023, Miss Dela Cruz and her boyfriend were charged with torture and mayhem in connections to injuries suffered by her then 1-year-old son. The boyfriend was accused of causing injuries and Dela Cruz of never seeking medical aid or contacting authorities. She pleaded no contest to child cruelty and was sentenced to time served and 4 years of probation. The boyfriend also pleaded no contest. He received a 5-year prison term. So, while yes, the claim is correct in the judgment of CPS and highlighting their failures, you, Miss Dela Cruz, or the family of Genesis Mata, have no leg to stand on when it comes to filing this claim. You are just as guilty of the failures that CPS are. And so, like I always tell you, yeah, two things can be true at the same time. You can my phone's going off, sorry. You can you can say that CPS screwed up royally in this case, as they have in a lot of cases here locally. But I can say that because I like to think I'm a pretty decent parent. You, Ms. Dela Cruz, not only failed Genesis Mata, but you failed apparently your other son, 1-year-old at the time, who you let your boyfriend at that time beat up. So tell me, how are you the one to file this claim against CPS? You're just looking for a payday, woman. You didn't give a darn about Genesis Mata when she was alive. Now I'm only assuming here. I can't, you know what I mean, get inside the woman's heart. But you didn't care about this child when she was alive. The only thing you care about now is you see dollar signs. You see a payday. You see my child was failed by CPS, and it's CPS's fault. That it's not my own. It's not my fault that I didn't protect my child. You, as a failed parent on record with criminal cases to prove so. No, you didn't fail your child. It's CPS's fault. No, you just want a payday, Miss Dela Cruz. You just want a payday. And I don't mean the candy bar. Got to get to a break. On the other side, we'll talk some California new laws. You about to get a pay raise? It's the JR Show. It's Kern Radio. We'll be right back.
With SRN News, I'm Keith Peters in Washington. The United States airstrikes targeting militants affiliated with the Islamic State group in northwestern Nigeria are a major escalation of an offensive that Nigeria's overstretched military has struggled with for years. President Trump says the powerful and deadly strikes were carried out against ISIS militants on Thursday. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says he will meet on Sunday with President Trump in Florida Zelensky told journalists on Friday that the two leaders will discuss security guarantees for Ukraine during Sunday's talks, and that the 20-point plan under discussion is about 90% ready. On Wall Street, the Dow Jones Industrial Average down by 20 points, the S&P down by 2, the Nasdaq dropped 20. More details at srnnews.com.
From the KERN Newsroom, your live and local news update on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
I'm Chris Davis. If you know anything about the murder-suicide in which a man and a woman died last night about 10, Bakersfield PD would appreciate a call. They say that happened at a house on Blade Avenue near Bakersfield College, that both died from gunshots, and neither person's name is being released yet. The names of two kids killed on Christmas Day and a record.
Nice mug. Oh, my face or the KGET mug? Which mug? This one or this one? I'm just playing. Streaming is here and it's taking over. Amazon and Netflix are going to be the new CBS and ABC. They really are. They really are. We'll get into that in just a second. CPS is understaffed and overworked. Still no excuse for lack of oversight. It really isn't, especially when it comes to protecting our kids. It's like a CPS, and this is my favorite, one of my favorite movies, Reservoir Dogs. The words "too busy" should never be in a waitress's vocabulary. And the same can be said about a CPS worker. You signed up. You are a service provider for some of the most vulnerable, or the most vulnerable people. And the words "too busy" should never be in your vocabulary, in my opinion. It's like when you sign up to be a teacher, you know that you're. And I didn't even mean to bring you in, sir. You know that you're teaching more than just those 45 minutes outside of those walls, right? And so that's the job you signed up for, in my opinion.
On News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. The Armstrong and Getty Show. Weekdays noon to 2 on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. Now, back to the JR Show.
I feel like check. Is that better? It's like, where am I at? I don't hear myself. Felt like Scott when I was sipping my coffee and the music there. As soon as I sipped my coffee and I was like, who am I, Scott Cox? He does that every time. For those that you don't get to see Scott in the morning, but every single break that he won't touch his coffee the whole commercial. Won't touch his coffee once. As soon as that music starts playing, he reaches for his coffee and starts taking drinks. I'm like, dude, we're coming back. You should have been drinking your coffee like during the commercial.
That's how you know he's coming back from break.
Not when the music starts playing. Big dummy. And here I am. Music starts. Oh, let me take a sip of coffee. 661-842-KRN 661-842-5376. I'm back. It's the JR Show. It's the day after Christmas. Nobody's here. Nobody cares. So we're just talking. Anything on the text messages, sir? Is there anybody else wanting Condors tickets? We probably should shut that down as we're about to close our businesses for the day at 3:00. But I was trying to blow out some Condors tickets. If you guys still want some, maybe Chris can sneak you in. The only thing is you got to get down here by 3:00 to pick them up because the game is tomorrow. But I'm in the giving mood, so we're going to try to make this work. 661-842-5376. Who you got on the line, sir?
James, he would like to win a pair or a 4-pack to the Condors.
James, you want some Condors tickets, sir?
Yes, sir, I do.
What was your favorite and least favorite Christmas presents?
Pair of socks was my most favorite because they were from alpaca.
Ooh, no, wait, hold on. Go back. Go back, James.
Ones from Costco.
James, you're speaking my lingo here. You must be a sock person. What was the first pair of socks?
They were alpaca socks.
I've never had a pair of these socks.
I guess we have to buy you some.
Tell me more about these. Are they what do you what makes them so special?
Well, for one, they do not your feet don't ever start smelling.
I need these in my life, James. And
Sounds good.
And the other one were the cheap pair of socks from Costco.
That's correct.
And I'm guessing the one pair of socks costs just as much as the 20 pairs of socks from Costco.
Probably. The alpaca is probably more expensive, yes.
I'm going to have to look those up, James. Hold tight, get some info from Chris, and we're going to try to line you up with some Condors tickets, all right? Thanks for listening, my friend. But make sure you talk to Chris. You ain't got to talk to me, but talk to Chris. But that's it. We're gonna shut the line off. If you're not on the line already, we're gonna stop because the doors are closing soon. And although I might hang around for some of you to pick those up, I ain't staying here all night. I got things to do. It's the weekend after Christmas. A lot of things to take back. I'm kidding. I loved everything. This is the week that nobody is paying attention, though. It's always the week between Christmas and New Year's. It's just everybody's still, especially the day after Christmas, everybody's, like I said, out. And maybe they're listening because they're out running around taking stuff back, but everybody's still on vacation. And that's when you drop the news or the press releases that you don't want people to see or pay attention to. Kind of like the state of California when they come out and say, you know, that lawsuit that we were going and you're like, which lawsuit, JR? With California against the Trump administration. I think they just announced that's their 50th, and we're not barely a year into this administration. Well, the one I'm speaking about, the one out of 50 that they're conceding, that they're going to say, you know what, we're just going to give up on this one, is the $4 billion in federal funding that the Trump administration said, we ain't giving you it when it comes to high-speed rail. And the reasons that the Trump administration has given for not wanting to give $4 billion, as us in California probably already know, this thing has been way, way past deadline and is way, way over budget. And so, although they like to say, it's funny, some of the things that I was reading, and this is out of, I believe, the San Francisco Chronicle. This morning, California dropped its lawsuit against the Trump administration that sought to reclaim roughly $4 billion in federal funding for the state's high-speed rail project. Attorney General Rob Bonta sued in July after the Federal Railroad Administration, you remember, what was his name? P. Duffy. No, not P. Diddy. P. Duffy, Transportation and Secretary, had pulled the money away. And the rail authorities said that they had a failure to meet core obligations. California argued the cancellations violated binding grant agreements and asked a federal court to intervene. They have since stepped away from that since they knew they were probably going to lose. Instead, they're planning on making the railway without federal dollars because it's not like they're already short. But the smart leaders in California have said, don't worry, we'll give you $1 billion a year of cap and trade funding. And they're praying their Christmas miracle that they're going to get some kind of private partnerships to step in and save this darn thing. The spokesperson for the rail said this action reflects the state's assessment that the federal government is not a reliable, constructive, or trustworthy partner in advancing high-speed rail. And I would say, and the high-speed rail authority is? Because this thing was supposed to be built like a long time ago. You're supposed to be reliable and trustworthy. We voted this thing back in 2008, and it was supposed to cost $33 billion at the time. Today, to build not even the whole thing, only 170 miles of track, is going to cost 36.8, more than it was going to cost originally to build the whole darn thing. It's going to cost more than that just to get from Bakersfield to where is it they want to go? Modesto, or what was the M1? It's Modesto, right?
I believe it's Merced.
Merced, McFarland, one of those M cities up north. That's going to cost more than it was originally was supposed to cost to build the whole darn thing. And now if they want to build the whole almost 500 miles of track, it's only going to cost us $128 billion. How in 2008 to 25, that's 17 years, has this thing gone from costing $33 billion to now costing 100, and you're telling me that the Trump administration is the one that's not trustworthy and reliable partners in getting this thing done? Okay. But don't worry, the state of California will continue to pour billions of dollars into this just train to know. It's going nowhere. Nobody wants, I'm sorry, Bakersfield, nobody wants to come here. We're all dying to get out. I don't know if it's Modesto that we want to go to, but I know we're all dying to get out. Trust me, nobody's dying to come to Bakersfield. We're not one of those tourist destinations that somebody's going to get on a high-speed rail to go and visit. We're just not. Sorry. Name me one thing that people come to town for. I'll wait. Chris, what do you got? Bentley, what do you got? What's one thing that people go, oh, yeah, I got to go to Bakersfield for that?
Bentley said meth.
Meth. See? Thanks, Rick. That's funny. Stay tuned. Rick Bentley filling in next for the Ralph Bailey Show. That was funny. But seriously, right? Nobody's coming. Nobody's coming. They're not going to the racetrack. They're not coming into you know where they're going. Put a high-speed rail right to that Hard Rock. Oh, if anything, that's where they're going. See how many people have won there? Where's that press release that I just had?
Oh, y'all spending your Christmas.
Spending all that money at the casino.
Hooligans.
Since its opening in November, this is great the way they write this, by the way. The Hard Rock has emerged as a contributor to the regional economy. In 2025, the casino hired more than 1,100 employees. That's great. With approximately 80% of those residing right here in Kern County. Tremendous. There's currently 200 additional positions they're hiring for. Between November 10th, when they opened, and December 20th, the casino paid out more than $35 million in jackpots, injecting substantial funds back into the local economy. Not only that, but they've given to nonprofits $125,000, including Open Door Network, Cap K, Kern Coalition Against Human Trafficking, CBCC's Foundation, the Calm Zoo, Boys and Girls Club. All these places benefited, right? $35 million in winnings that they've put back into the economy. How much? I'm sorry, is anybody from the Hard Rock listening? How much have they taken from the economy? Like Chris said, y'all spending your Christmas money there. Y'all, not everybody is winning a part of that $35 million. Some of y'all are going broke. I walked in. I don't want to admit this. I haven't told anybody. I went in, snuck in last week, just on a whim. I was like, I'm just going to go in, just going to sneak in real quick. I'm not going to tell anybody. I'm going to go by myself. I got $60 in my pocket. That's all I'm taking in cash. I'm going to see what I can do. See if I can flip this $60 into at least 200, right? All I need is 200 to get through Christmas. Ask me how long I stayed in there, Chris.
5 minutes.
5 minutes. I was broke in 5 minutes. $60 like that. I can't even snap. That's how broke I am. $60 in less than 5 minutes.
See, this is why I don't gamble.
And I said, if I just lost that, how much man, yeah, you giving back 35 million to the economy. I just wonder how much you've taken out of people's pockets. Just saying. I don't even know how I got there. California high-speed rail, straight to the Hard Rock. That's what it was. Let's get to a break, Chris. California high-speed rail. Yeah, we're not going to fight. The Trump administration is not a good partner when it comes to helping us build the high-speed rail. Well, it's the Trump administration's fault that the high-speed rail hasn't been built. We've only been trying to do this for the last 17 years, and I know Trump has only been around for like 12 of those, technically, not 10 really. The first 4, and then we had to go through the Biden years, so that's 8, and now, yeah. Keep pouring money into this high-speed rail. Maybe one day my kids will ride on that darn thing. Maybe. As they go off to Modesto or Merced or McFarland or what's another M city up there? Montecito or what's the marijuana county up there? There's another one up there. Maricopa. All those good M's. Oh, get to the other side, talking about sucking money out of me. Did you wake up thinking that you were going to be able to watch the NFL yesterday? I did. I just put on CBS. Nope, no CBS. Fox. Nope, it's not on Fox either. Where the heck is the football game? It's 10 o'clock. This thing should have started already. Why is the Price is Right on? Tell you why. The other side of the break. If you want to chime in, 661-842-5376. It's the JR Show. It's Kern Radio. We'll be right back.
News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. Start your day right. First Look with Scott Cox, 6 to 9 a.m.
All right, we're taking a few days off for Christmas time and the ensuing hangovers. Everybody have a great weekend. Stay safe. Try to stay dry out of the rain. And join us back here on Monday for a brand new broadcast. Same time, same channel, 6 to 9 a.m. right here at News Talk 96.1 and streaming live on the internet at kernradio.com.
First Look with Scott Cox, 6 to 9 a.m. News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan.
CPS, where were the grandparents or other relatives that could have helped her? What happened?
I don't know if we get any of them to show up beforehand. We got 3 of them out there.
We'll go find out. Let's go ask Adam, you guys. You guys can't come with me visually, but you can come with me. I guess we can point the camera down the hallway, technically, as I walk down and ask Adam if anybody has showed up for tickets and tell him that he's live on YouTube. The hallways are dark over here. There ain't nobody here today. Even Coscabel has left early. Hi, Adam. Hello. How are you? Christmas. See you, but I don't want to be seen. You don't want to. Adam doesn't want to be seen, as we can. Yeah. Has anybody come for Condor tickets, Adam? Yes. 4 or 5 people have showed up for Condor tickets. He's got. If you show up in 10 minutes, he'll give you a 4-pack right now. Right now. But you got to be here before 2:59 because we close at 3. But my boy, he'd be leaving at 2:59, y'all. I'm just messing with you, Adam. All right, thank you, sir. He even waved by like we could see him, but you guys couldn't see him. He waved though. I love that kid. You heard it. Get down by 3 and you can pick up some Condors tickets. You got 10 minutes. I wonder if one of the, never mind. Never mind. I'm not even going to. Let's leave it open for the last segment. Why not? We're going to leave the door wide open. We're going to see if we get any visitors, people come by. Matter of fact, if you show up by 3 o'clock to get Condors tickets, just walk right. Just when you ring the doorbell, tell them JR said I can come pick up Condors tickets. And then he also said I can walk down to the studio. You got 9 minutes. But only you on YouTube heard that. So yeah. I hope you had a nice Christmas, gentlemen. I did, and I think Chris did too. I can't speak for him, but I know he did. Reminds me of the Simpsons episode about the monorail. Yeah. I would share my Netflix password with you for the game. Bro, I live right around the corner. Y'all are funny. You can't share passwords anymore, Chris Orr. Or at least that's what I thought, that there was no more password sharing allowed, that they shut that off. Matter of fact, I used to have, I'll tell you guys right now. It's funny.
Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KRN. Now back to the JR Show.
Welcome back. It's the JR Show. It's Kern Radio. Check us out online, kernradio.com, Kern Radio app. Streaming on YouTube. Look up Kern Radio, Facebook, social media, Instagram, X. Just look up Kern Radio. JR Flores or OI and not JR. I was going to also talk about with California new state laws coming into effect. I'll save that for next Monday because we still have a couple days to the new year, Chris. Don't know if you realize that. It's only the day after Christmas. We still got one more week left of 2025. So if you haven't made it your year, there's still time.
Oh, there's not.
There's a whole week left. You can turn 2025 into your year, just like the person in, where was it, Arkansas, that won the 1.8.
I think 2026 needs to be the year of reality.
It's just
2026 is it most likely won't be your year, but it'll be a better year.
It'll be a better year.
You know, you're gonna do the first month of going to the gym like everybody else, then you're probably gonna give up because you can't get that machine you've always wanted to use in the morning. It frustrates you too much.
Yeah.
You know, whatever you want to tell yourself.
Yeah. Well,
2026 needs to be the year of reality.
We'll talk about some of our New Year's resolutions on Monday. Chris, have yours ready. I'll have mine. Listeners, have your ready for Monday's resolution Monday. And then I'll be gone Tuesday and Wednesday. Thursday is the new year, and the new laws will kick in. So like I said, I'll also talk about those on Monday. The pay raise for some. No more masks for others. And your landlord is supposed to give you what? We'll talk about those types of things. Just the new tenant that's moving between us missed it by a couple of days.
Did he really?
Missed it by January 1st.
I'm gonna have to
If they move in on the 29th.
He moves in tomorrow.
And then he's missing out. Tell him no. Tell him I should wait a couple days. If he waits a couple of days, the stove is granted, right? At most places you move into, you get a stove. I mean, that's pretty commonplace. Very rarely do I see that the stove is not included in a rental. But what you hardly ever see, you will sometimes, a refrigerator. Now, starting January 1st, when you move into an apartment, the landlord has to supply not only the stove, but a refrigerator as well.
What we should do is just gang up on
you can't retro it. If you moved in prior to that, then you're beholden to the old law. Only move-ins after January 1st does this apply to.
Lame.
Tell your boy to wait a couple days and he can get a fridge out of it. I'm just saying. I mean, if technically his rent doesn't kick in till Jan 1, he could call him on it. I don't know if he's prorating the last couple of days of December for him.
That's what I'm wondering as well. And honestly, it depends on when the contract was signed.
When does the lease kick start? All of that. When does the month to month begin? If it's a month to month, does it start on January 1st? And if it does, technically, where's my fridge?
So that's it.
Where's my fridge? Can I get one with the ice maker on it and the water too, please?
Tired of using my mini fridge for everything.
For all you landlords out there, now you have to kick in a fridge. Just be wary of that law. I'll break down the other ones come Monday, though. What else was I going to talk about? Max Crosby is being shut down by the Raiders. Smart move by the Raiders. Why would you want to risk a guy that has already been playing with a knee injury the past couple of weeks? Why would you want to risk your $100 million man?
No, that's not what this is about. That's not what this is about.
I know, because it looks bad, and everybody's like, well, they're tanking. They just want the number one pick.
Duh.
Where when Max Crosby was asked about it, he said, I don't give a bleep about that number one pick.
I get that. He probably doesn't give a bleep about playing for the Raiders.
We've seen Max plenty of times. We've heard Max speak openly in the locker room after the game. He is a man that plays with his heart on his sleeve and full of emotion, and he has no give up or quit in him. He only knows how to play at 110% every single play, every single game.
This is fair.
And to ask a man like that to shut it down 2 games early, he also was, and again, the two things can be true at the same time. The Raiders making a smart business decision, both on not wanting to risk their $100 million man and wanting to secure the number one spot.
See, but it's that right there. What does the team prove to gain from him playing?
Right.
Nothing.
Nothing. So shut him down. Protect your man and get the number one spot. Now, Max Crosby says, I want to play. So he's pissed. He leaves the facility all mad, which thank God he's under contract till 2029.
That don't mean nothing. You know that don't mean nothing.
He could ask for a trade all he wants to. Doesn't mean we have to give it to him. He's ours till 29. And unless somebody comes with 4 first-round picks, we
2 words for you, my friend. Brett Favre.
Yeah, well, Brett Favre. Max has a Raiders tattoo right there.
Yeah, tattoos can get covered up. We all know that.
He ain't going nowhere.
And you know what else he loves?
It's scary. He loves to win. He wants to play.
Michigan as well.
Yeah, but he likes to play hard. He likes being a Raider.
Yeah,
he likes that mystique, and he's going to give us another year at least before he starts demanding anything. One more chance. But it doesn't bode well when they shut him down and piss him off at the end of the year.
Because you guys are already going to make the wrong decision by drafting a quarterback. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Well, it depends on who comes out. I'm sure with it being the Raiders as the number one pick, a lot of guys aren't jumping to come out of college. Like, I'm just going to stick around. Can't give them that portal or something. It's got to be better than the Raiders. Got to be
Vegas or New York.
Oh, again, neither.
Or New Jersey.
Don't want to play for really any of those teams. And I didn't even get into how I woke up on Christmas morning and couldn't even watch the games. Netflix. You're lucky I have Amazon Prime and it comes with it. Couldn't even watch the game. Remember when this whole cutting the cord was supposed to be the cheaper option? Now I've got to subscribe to every single service just to be able to watch anything. It's like having cable all over again. Except I got to remember more passwords. Talk more about that too. Got to get out of here. Again, Rick Bentley is filling in for the vacationing Ralph Bailey. I'll be back on Monday. Be good to each other this weekend. Be safe in the weather. Lily, Dad loves you. Hi. You're good. Come on in. No, that's why the door was open. I was like, it's Friday. Nobody's here. We're just going to leave the door open.
96.1 FM. Bakersfield.
JR. How come I know you, Robin?
News this hour from Town Hall on
HR, right?
in Washington.
Yeah.
Ukrainian President Zelensky plans to meet with President Trump this weekend to discuss a peace plan that would end the Russia-Ukraine war.
Scott?
White House correspondent Greg Clugston reports.
Zelensky says he'll
sure I
travel to
brought you in
Florida for
somewhere.
talks with the president on Sunday. The Ukrainian leader
Yeah.
told reporters the two will discuss security guarantees for Ukraine and said the 20-point peace plan that's been under discussion is about 90% ready. The announced meeting suggests that negotiators have made significant progress. Last month,